A big issue with Gear 5 is that Luffy doesn't know who the fuck he is and what powers he has. Let's theorize for a second. We've been talking about Gear 6 and how Nika's going to end up taking over Luffy's body, and this is just an innate thing that's a part of the Devil Fruit. And for that, I'm not theorizing. And for that point, I'm not even theorizing, it's just fact. Oda himself put the innate nature of the respective animal consumes the Zoan use. Luffy awakening in the first place was a miracle. With Luffy's continued use of Gear 5, I think this is exactly what we're headed towards, Nika taking over Luffy's body. Something to note is back in Egghead, all three of these captains awakened their Devil Fruits, but only two did it purposefully. Law and Kid achieved the awakening by themselves without having to die or be facing death. They had already learned how to awaken their powers. That is not the case for Luffy. This just happened and he just used the powers and he keeps wielding them. He has no idea how this actually works. When it comes to Haki, he's miles above Law and Kid. Like, his Haki's definitely greater than theirs. They can't even damage Kaido with their Haki. But when it comes to Devil Fruits, they have a bigger step over Luffy because they know what the Devil Fruit is and they know the actual powers and how to awaken it. This also kind of deals with the inner wills of the fruits. They tell us that Zoans only have wills, but that wouldn't make any sense because it's called an awakening for every fruit. It's called an awakening for a Zoan specifically because the innate nature of the Zoan user awakes and takes them over. So why is it called an awakening for any other fruit? Unless there's an innate nature of the fruit, but not a Zoan or an animalistic type of creature. This is just the devil within the fruit. I believe every devil fruit has a will within it. The difference with Zoans is they have the will of a human and a devil within it. So when you awaken a Zoan, you can go towards the human side, the light, or the devil, the dark side, and let the Zoan take you over. Whereas with regular devil fruits like Parameses and Lokias, I believe it's just the soul of a devil within it. So in order to awaken that fruit, you have to be in tune with your dark or your essentially evil side. And for these two, that is very much so true. For Kid, we can talk about his backstory. For Law, we can talk about the Rocky Port incident. These two are definitely in tune with their dark or more evilist sides. Are they evil? No. But they're definitely on the darker side. He is not. That's not the case for Luffy. The devilish side of their two fruits consuming them wouldn't be much different than what they already normally do and how they act. The devilish side of Luffy's fruit consuming him would make him act completely differently. That's not him normally. And it makes sense why when he goes Gear 5, his laugh isn't she anymore. It's ah ha ha ha. It's a different person. Or I should say it's two people in one body, Luffy and Nika. Luffy's big problem is he doesn't know about Nika. He doesn't realize that Nika exists. Another big issue is Luffy doesn't really aim to free people. He's not looking to be the savior or the hero. Luffy just wants to enjoy his journey. But as a byproduct of people pissing him off, not feeding him, hurting his friends, he ends up liberating countries. But it's not what he's actually trying to do, besides in Wano. When he really wanted to liberate Wano, this is why he aligned with the ideals of the Sun God, because he wanted to liberate and save people. So in that moment, an awakening of Wano, Luffy aligned with Nika, which allowed him to awaken fully into Gear 5, because at that moment, they both had, I want to liberate and save Wano. But Luffy doesn't truly align with Nika because he still does not want to be the hero or the savior. And this is exactly why Nika taking over needs to happen. Luffy needs to have his freedom stripped and taken away from him. And he needs to experience what it's like to not have freedom and to be trapped. Specifically, trapped within his own subconscious while Nika's running around rampantly controlling his body. Him and Nika are going to switch places. This loss of freedom for Luffy in his own body is what should make him want to understand what is the powers I have. Who is Nika? How do I make sure no one ever experiences what I just experienced? Essentially being trapped in an endless nightmare. That's what Luffy would be trapped in. And once Nika takes over, Luffy's in the subconscious just watching him do everything. He's literally just watching a nightmare unfold before his eyes. Unable to do anything. The only way someone would be able to communicate with him, even get him out of this state, is probably the voice of all things. Y'all should watch my last Usopp video because it'll probably be him. But all in all, Luffy needs to have his freedom taken away so he can truly understand who Nika is, understand what Nika's trying to do, and fully take on the ideals and ideology of wanting to save the world. And it's been brought up that his strongest form, why would it lack freedom? But that's not the point, and this isn't his strongest form. Even while in Gear 5, the Gorosei said to him, we have to make sure you don't go back to your original form. And this was said while he was in Gear 5, which means there are more to Nika's powers, Luffy just needs to understand them. And once he does, we can get the true Nika, where Luffy and the devil that is Nika combine together fully and become one, making us the true Sun God. Nika's the darkness, Luffy's the light, and when they combine them together, we get light and dark combined. It is quite literally yin and yang coming together, and that's what they show us in Elbaf. Yin and yang, a white and black Nika. But hey, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions as always. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in our next video.